behold thee, they that behold thee, marvel and know not, marvel and know not, that
All right, good. Very good. Any places you'd like to address?
Yeah, the end specifically. I didn't work on this in rehearsal. I just kind of decided to do it last night. I'm gonna, in the third to last measure, I want to subdivide that third beat and kind of, can we just like tune into each other at that ending moment? Because I think the text, I mean, like we talked about in our like smaller rehearsal, the text, that's like the, oh, but God is giving us courage, and I think tuning in especially there to kind of unify that will make it really powerful, the text really powerful. And just watch out for that little subdivision.
You want to try the last verse?
Yeah, sure. Bottom of the second page.
Yeah, can you, and the challenge I think with this piece is that you have 3 verses and it's basically the same, right, each time, and so you've got to make each one interesting. And I felt like you were trying to do that, but this is the last one, so I think it can probably have the most kind of expression that you can muster up. Yeah, I saw nice little glimmers of it, but I'd like to see more, I think.
So hearts that are fainting grow forth to overflowing, and they that behold it marvel and know not, marvel and know not, that
Good. Do you want a breath after they shall behold it? Da, 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 da.
Yeah, I didn't do it that time. The
Can you
first
try?
one I
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Do the beginning of it?
Yeah.
And the text. So what's the text in the third verse, the beginning?
So hearts that are fainting grow full to
Yeah. So can you, when you think of fainting in terms of musical expression, the hearts that are fainting. Right. It's got to sound sort of, onomatopoetic, isn't it? So fainting, and then move it along again. So try to shape it that way. Maybe left hand a little bit more. I'm seeing a lot of mirroring.
Okay.
And you're doing some left hand stuff. Right, let's just keep doing more of it.
Okay.
Here we go. Yeah, so why aren't they really coming in on times? Because you're going 1, 2, so hot, instead of 1, 2, so hot. There's not a connection with the breath to give an impulse for them to move on that 8th note.
Okay.
So hearts that are fainting
Now move.
to overflowing, and they that behold it, they that behold.
Good. So you So don't let them get away with it. You have to stop. Because if you don't stop the first time it happens, and this muscle memory, remember that whole story? How many times does it take, once something is ingrained in the brain, how many times does it take to fix it, to make it right? So you're trying to avoid, small things are going to happen, but the big things. When we're going to start a sound, when we're going to end a sound. And if that's not right, you need to fix it immediately, and don't sort of let it go. Yeah. Good. Some feedback for Caroline. Anthony.
I think
You're right.
you're super clear and it's really easy to follow you. But I know I have to work on this too. But I think expression is like a big thing, and I see it now on this end how much that affects. So you and me both.
You're in it together. You can have a flow. Yeah.
Conducting expression.
Uriah.
I thought it was lovely. I think, you were easy to follow, kind of watching you. I have the luxury of not looking down at my music, so there were a lot of spots where it was clear you were cueing people in and out, even when the ensemble wasn't looking back at you, you still sort of stayed connected with them, so good job with that.
Yeah, I just feel like I always trusted as a conductor with the ensemble and connected, and even if you do feel like you're struggling with being expressive, I definitely never feel like you are distant. And
It's interesting because you usually are expressive. So this is a hard week, I know, for several reasons. But I didn't feel like you were as expressive today, which did affect your conducting a little bit. But it's not to say that it wasn't good. It just wasn't normal Caroline expression level. Anything else? Yeah. Your gesture is really beautiful. It's a really lovely gesture. I just want to see more variety in it, more use of the left hand. Figure out where you can use it to be more expressive. A couple of times it was very effective when you cued the basses and tenors. For whatever that happened. And the expression was good. Even more of that. And make sure that you're constantly giving active beats in your preparations.
Okay.
Make sure it's passive, active with the breath. The active beat happens right with the breath. Everything else is passive. It's just showing the passing of time. So if everything looks active and you have an ensemble that's not as advanced as these singers, chances are some of them might breathe and start to sing too early.
Okay.
So you want to make sure that you're clear about those things. It's some really good work on this. Good. Have a seat, everybody. Let's